Happy Star Wars Day, everybody, and may the 4th be with you. But I'm going to redirect all of my Star Wars nerds to the review I posted yesterday of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Hello there. We got Moon Knight Episode 6 that has dropped on Disney Plus today. The finale is here, and we're not gonna get Oscar Isaac giving us a great performance next Wednesday. Now, if you guys have seen my previous episode reviews, you know that I wanted Moon Knight to have an epic finale, or at least wrap things up nice and neat, tie up any loose ends so it doesn't feel incomplete like some of the other Marvel shows have. So, does this stick to landing? Well, let's just tease it out. We get some Moon Knight, and we get a lot of Moon Knight, and a lot of satisfying Moon Knight in this finale, so stay tuned for the review. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Heads Project. I'm John Ordalaza, and today I'm reviewing Moon Knight Episode 6, the finale of this series that could be limited. It's probably going to be picked up to some degree of like a second season, or he pops up maybe in a movie, because there's definitely a post-credit scene, which we'll get to. Okay, so do you remember at the end of Episode 4 when we got introduced to the insane asylum, and then Episode 5 quite literally just took place in this insane asylum, and we had two Oscar Isaacs, one as Steven, one as Mark. Now we're out of that world. We got enough of that. We got the gist. We know what they're trying to do, the story threads that they're trying to tell, and we just go right back into the world that we were introduced to in the first few episodes, which is good. I thought we were going to spend a little too much time in this, limbo, or whatever you want to call it. The afterlife is what they refer to it as. I really, as much as I liked the stuff that they had in the last episode, and as emotionally impactful that last episode was for me, it really lacked a lot of what I enjoyed about Moon Knight in the first few episodes. So I wanted them to go back to their roots, essentially. I wanted them to just bring it back full circle, because we did all of the emotional stuff. There's really no need to spend more time in this limbo afterlife. So I'm really glad this episode picked up with Layla, in the present day, after Mark and Steven took a bullet, one each, and they fell in the pool, and Harrow and his people are still there in the immediate aftermath of what just transpired. I liked that. I'm glad that we're going past it. We do pop back into the world, though, of the limbo afterlife. When Steven got frozen, solid into the sand or whatever, Mark went to go save him, but he got crystallized as well. Then this door opens magically that was just like 100 feet right next to them. Didn't see that last time, but it's there now. Anyways, the door starts to open. There's this big beaming light, and a giant sand tide is coming towards them, and then they uncrystallize. They're now normal again, and they start running towards the beam. Once they run towards the beam, they enter the real body of Mark Spector, Stephen Grant. They're back in the body. They're alive again. And Khonshu is now released because Layla cracked the thing, the statue that he was imprisoned in, and they bond again. It's a really cool moment. I really enjoyed seeing the suit again. That was the biggest criticism of mine in that last episode. That was really incredible, honestly, in terms of acting ability and the story that they were telling, the emotion that was behind all of that in that episode 5. But there was just no Moon Knight. We're Moon Knight, though. This is Moon Knight. They are more powerful this time around. Like, they have abilities. Steven specifically, as his character of Mr. Knight, when he suits up in the white suit and the mask, he knows how to fight. It's crazy. And he had some of the best fighting in this episode. I was pretty blown away. Of course, Moon Knight still top dog, but just from the surprise factor alone, like Stephen Grant throwing down, it was awesome. I loved every moment of the action. We got him taking out all of Harrow's people. There's that epic shot in the trailer, which in one of the trailers they're running towards each other. It's Moon Knight and Harrow. It looked like that they were giant sized, like Megazords from Power Rangers, running all through a bunch of pyramids. That's what it looked like to me. But no, it's Harrow running down a pyramid and Moon Knight running up a pyramid. It's just shot in a way that makes it look like the pyramid wall wall is like little pyramids. That's what it looked like to me. Let me know down below if that's what you saw in the trailer, but it's not what happened here. It's just normal sized people running up and down a pyramid. This is probably the best episode in terms of action. This is the most we get out of any episode, the most we've ever seen Moon Knight out of the 6 episodes so far, and I'm not complaining. We even get him just standing around, walking, talking to Khonshu in broad daylight. It looks amazing. That suit is killer. There is something interesting though that happens after they've come back to life. Now Mark and Steven seem to be more in tune with one another. They can trust each other to take over the body, so you get a more fluid transition between the two. Even during the fight scenes, you'll see the classic Moon Knight outfit switch into the suit, and then now with Stephen Grant's in charge. I really enjoy that. It was only distracting slightly, but they did a good job with it. I didn't think it switched and transitioned too much. I really did like that felt symbolic to see these two on the same page and not one of them taking control over the other. This is basically what the whole show's been all about. The relationship of Mark and Steven slowly revealing and becoming closer and closer because they've always been this close. It's just that Steven kind of lost, he didn't really know. Steven never quite understood what was going on, but Mark always had him right here. But nonetheless, Harrow was on top of things. He released a giant lizard god, and then he had Moon Knight down by the throat. He was about to stab him with something, and then Mark blacks out. This is Mark Spector as Moon Knight. He's unmasked at the point. He blacks out, and then it just cuts to him standing up, and Harrow is now dead. Or not dead, just knocked unconscious, but bloodied face. He is out of it at the moment, and so is Steven and Mark. They don't know what the hell just happened. This is the second or third time this has happened to Mark. He blacks out, then he asks Steven immediately, "Did you just do that?" And he's like, No, that was not me. And it goes back to the extra closed tomb that we saw in the limbo, where the one that was shaking. There is a third personality, and it goes right into the end credit scene. I know we're jumping all over the place, but I want to talk about it right now. Jake Lockley exists. So we get a shot of this insane asylum, but it's got this harsh orange yellow tint to it. It feels like it was shot in Mexico in the Breaking Bad universe. If you guys have seen Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, you know what I'm talking about, because Mexico scenes have that tint to it. Anyways, it felt like it was filmed there, and we see Harrow. He's inside an insane asylum, sitting in a wheelchair, and someone comes to pick him up. He's speaking a different language, and so he wheels him out. Harrow's just totally okay with this. He just lets this dude, stranger, just wheel him out, brings him into a limo, and Khonshu's sitting there in the limo, dressed in a suit. And Harrow is just like so calm, because this is what he's been like hallucinating and thinking about the whole time. A giant bird god deity thing. And he starts talking to it, and he's like, "You have no idea how strange and royally messed up my boy Mark really is." And then the window in the front of the limo pulls down, and you see in the reflection of the mirror, it's Oscar Isaac, and Khonshu says, "Meet Jake Lockley." And he turns around, says something in French probably, pulls out a gun with a silencer, and just caps my boy Ethan Hawke. I thought that was really cool. Hopefully that sets up for a season 2 potentially, or just, we're going to see more Moon Knight regardless, because there's a story that needs to be told here. And I don't know really anything about the Jake Lockley character. I just heard that he was a cab driver on the streets. That's how he got his information for the street level threats in the comics, I guess. But I don't know. This dude looks like he could be like a threat, or maybe this is an alternate personality that Khonshu kind of planted a seed for, so that he'd always have like an out in case Mark and Steven, band together and do what they did. They asked for their release, but there's clearly something else going on. Like, it looks like that they got rid of the powers, and I'm like, oh man, we're not gonna get more Moon Knight. But then the post-credits scene happens, so what's going on? Nonetheless, I'm excited as all hell to see Moon Knight again, and I think the finale does pay off. I think it wraps things up pretty well. It felt like it was rushing quite a bit in the first half, I'll be honest, but I could not complain too much. Layla even gets a power up in here too. I'm not sure if she got the powers of the Hungry Hippo or accidentally broke another statue or something, but she gets her own suit and everything, dude. It looks really good. I love the costume. I love the gold, and she's got some wings. She's like Hawk Girl in here. It looks really good. So I hope I see Moon Knight again, and Layla, whoever she is, Egyptian girl, whatever her superhero name is. Let me know down below, because I have no idea. I did not see that coming. Let me know down below, what did you think of Moon Knight episode 6, and did it satisfy you? I remember the 30-second TV spot saying that this is the best Marvel TV series ever. It's hard for me to say that because I haven't really felt the urge to go back and rewatch episodes, nor really watch a bunch of theory videos like I used to back when WandaVision was on. I'm still very much in the camp of WandaVision being one of, if not the best Marvel TV series that we've gotten so far. But hey, Moon Knight ain't no slouch, and Oscar Isaac shows you that he is one of the best actors working today. I want to see him in something else, and it's a shame that Poe Dameron means jack shit to me. Thank you for joining me on my review of Moon Knight episode 6. You might want to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and be sure to check out the reviews I posted of the previous episodes of Moon Knight in case you're behind and don't have Disney Plus, or just a loser, because Moon Knight is really good and you should be watching it, because I think they really stuck the landing with here. Also, for you Star Wars nerds, it's May the 4th. You might want to go check out my review that I just posted of Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, a movie that everyone loves, right? it's so flawless, and Jar Jar, he's so good, right? Anyways, I will be covering the prequel trilogy all in the lead up to Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's the next series that we're going to be covering here on the Hez Project, so you might want to stick around because there is more to come.